Chair Shot Reality, it's a whole new weekend of fun. I'm here at the Point Park University Center for Media Innovation in downtown Pittsburgh. I'm Justin LeBar, and down in Florida being joined with my CSR original co-host, Mr. Josh Eisenberg. Josh, how are you?
I'm wonderful. Happy 2017, LeBar. This is the first time live that I've been able to split the screen with you. So we're getting on the road to WrestleMania, baby. You, me, Orlando, some ladies, am I right? Well, maybe not ladies with some alcohol, that's for sure.
Yeah, you stay on your side of the screen, I'll stay on mine. Let's start it off. Mickie James making her return. She gets unveiled as La Lucha, or whatever the hell they call it. Josh, what's your initial reaction to this?
Well, it's not a surprising return because it was announced earlier in the day that she was expected to debut on return on SmackDown. But I think people were a little upset at the fact that she was under the La Luchadora mask. I mean, why not just bring Mickie James down as herself, as interrupting a steel cage match that was pretty lackluster to begin with? But I love Mickie James returning because it brings instant credibility back to the SmackDown Live women's division. A lot of people will say, well, they already have Nikki Bella and Natalya, but yeah, we've been so overexposed with them for the past 10 years that Mickie James has not been in WWE, where Mickie James back really gives a lot of the younger women in that division an opportunity to thrive and an opportunity to shine. I think the first person that you can obviously see working with is a Becky Lynch, and then obviously with Alexa Bliss. So I'm interested in it, and I think Mickie James is going to do nothing but good things on SmackDown.
Yeah, I agree. I'm all in favor of her returning to WWE, and you can never overstate the importance of a veteran like her in a situation right now where WWE has a lot of young, thriving ladies. But I actually don't mind the drawing it out and her being under the, well, obviously her in theory having been under the mask all these past weeks. I think it adds something creative, and I also like the fact that it's her helping out Alexa Bliss, who's kind of a younger version of her with that crazy psycho kind of attitude. What I did not like, and I went in depth about it on upgroove.com this past week, was how the execution was. It totally killed the credibility of the referees in the steel cage, and all of a sudden the steel cage door is just open and there she is standing there blocking the door. I mean, have her scale up the cage and cut Becky Lynch off at the top of the cage, have her rip from under the screen, or actually under the canvas, have her attack the referees and pull the keys out of the ref's pocket, anything. I did not like the execution, but overall I'm happy to see Mickie James back for sure.
She could have done more of a Paul White St. Valentine's Day Massacre, if you ask me, Justin.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I know, we have good taste, I understand that. But somebody who didn't have good taste was somebody who tried to interrupt Randy Orton in a gym as he was working out. Reports surfaced that Randy Orton confronted a fan as he was working out at the gym. Now, Justin, if everybody doesn't know, you're quite the Mr. Barbell these days working out at the gym. What's your reaction to Randy Orton confronting a fan as he's working out?
Well, I'll give the shout out to American Made Nutrition. They're helping me out. Like I said, LeBar25, that's your 25% off discount code. And I like the TV options there, and I like the scenery, all right? It's a new place to hang out. Look, I understand, excited. I'm sure the fan didn't mean anything by it. I understand that, fans, they don't, maybe a lot of fans probably don't get the chance to see these guys up close and personal. I get that, but come on, it's just general etiquette. First off, you're at a gym, which is already a place of, where you need to, there's certain etiquette and social rules of what you do and don't do, because it's a sensitive place for some people, and they're trying to do whatever they want to do. And in a case of Randy Orton, he's in a body business. The gym is a sanctuary. Furthermore, it's just the general life etiquette. When you see somebody with headphones on, airport, gym, wherever, you probably shouldn't bother them unless it's an emergency. So, and oh, by the way, Randy Orton's been known to be a little salty if you catch him on the wrong moment. So all those things combined, don't bother Randy Orton in the gym. If you really want to wait outside for the gym and maybe try to be polite and catch him on a good hour, try that. But did you really need to go up to him and ask for a picture right in the middle of his set? I don't have any sympathy for these fans who got yelled at or anything like that.
And what kind of a mark are you that you have to take a picture with Randy Orton while you're working out? I mean, get over yourself. Let the guy be Randy Orton. Let him, like you said, it's a sanctuary. The wrestlers live in the gym more than they live at home, more than they live in hotel rooms. I mean, these guys are in there and these women are in there all the time working, getting better, getting stronger. I really just think that people need to stop making ridiculous stories out of this and tweeting, oh, Randy Orton was mean to me. Seriously, if you need a tampon, I'll go find one and I'll grab it to you and you can use it. Because it's ridiculous. Get over yourself. Quit making out these people to be villains when all they're doing is saying, I don't want to take a picture with you and leave me alone.
Well, it's okay for you.
I'm always like that.
Well, Josh, it's okay for you to go up to Randy Orton and ask for a picture in the gym because you have a similar body type. So you can just say, hey, let's compare.
I have a very similar body type to Randy Orton. You're absolutely right.
Let's compare pecs. Let's compare our triceps. I understand that's you, but
You know what? And that's like you going up and talking to Kevin Owens. I mean, oh, let's go.
Wow, I don't.
You look good though, Lamar. You're looking thin. You're looking very Point Park University thin these days.
Look, just because you're blocked by Owens doesn't mean you get to take free shots at him comparing him to my body type. All right.
I will always take Kevin Owens free shots any day of the week, baby.
All right, wrapping it up, our final topic, probably the biggest topic really of the week, is Pittsburgh's own Kurt Angle announced that he is going to be the headliner for the class of 2017 Hall of Fame.
I love it, Justin. I think it's exciting. I think it's interesting, and I think Kurt Angle in WWE means that he's finally home. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I absolutely agree.
Now, the one question I think everybody's asking, he's going to be the headliner. I get that. I understand that. Will we see one more match?
If I had to bet, I would say yes, just because obviously that's kind of the standard. We've seen the Goldbergs come back and the Stings and such. The question really is going to become just the medical testing, and I'm not trying, let's look at reality. The guy's 48 years old, and for the last 30 years, he's performed at the top tier level in athletics, no matter whether it's wrestling or football, professional wrestling, weightlifting. So,
he's like me. He's like me, Justin.
It's naturally.
Top tier performer, naturally.
If he can get past whatever testing, I don't know what his situation is. I don't know, and I don't know what all the standards. I'm not a medical expert, but at the same time, we'll also stress that we know that WWE has that ruling to where, like, if you're a Brock Lesnar, if you're not a guy who's not full time, then the medical and the testing might differentiate or not be there. So I don't know. If I had to bet, I would say yes, we do. And then the factor comes of who does he work against. I know there's a lot of grand scenarios of, would it be great against him and Rusev or this and that.
Pick one.
I honestly, and people aren't going to like this, I think if we see Kurt Angle come back and have a match, I think his first match is going to be a guy like Triple H.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's going to be how they booked Brock Lesnar, guys that are already established, and people won't like that, but people will still watch that because that's what we do. We watch these nostalgic grudge matches that maybe we haven't seen in such a long time. And Angle and Triple H were great together on camera years ago. They have very similar comedic relief. They're the type of guys that are kind of pranky like college and high school guys, but you always have the Kurt Angle, well, I was always better than you technically in the ring, but you always felt like a bully to me. And I think that's great. I think you can do Triple H and Kurt Angle. Again, if you're picking a younger guy, I think it's just so natural to do a guy like Rusev. It'd be fun. It'd be exciting. Both those guys are so physically talented.
Yeah, and I'd love to see Kurt if it's possible. I'd love to see multiple matches. I'd love, Rusev's a scenario. Obviously, who wouldn't like to see John Cena maybe against him again? Obviously, that's where Ruthless Aggression started. I mean, there's some newer guys, Seth Rollins. There's some newer guys that would be great to see, and that'll be original matches. But I think being realistic, Triple H, as you said, and it's kind of a case where Triple H, he can he can kind of control things. Triple H is reliable. He's there. It's part of his company now. So I think. If Kurt comes back, it probably won't be for Mania, but if he has a match eventually, let's say maybe SummerSlam, if they want to sell out SummerSlam with that, I think it'll probably be somebody like a Triple H. Follow him on Twitter at Josh Eisenberg4. We got plenty more. Josh has got his NXT and 90. The Rev Renell Hunt joins me as we talk about Braun Strowman and Brock Lesnar. We talk about Ziggler and Lawler. Plenty more. Go on social media, like it, share it, pass it on. You'll love it. You'll get more of it.